Welcome to the Chief Architect Quick Tip. Today, we will be covering tracing over a floor plan using Chief Architect Premier. So let's get started. We'll begin with a new blank plan. In this instance, I have a floor plan that I would like to import into Chief Architect to use for design inspiration. This first floor plan I have as a JPEG image, which I'm going to copy and paste into my Chief Architect plan. So I'm going to right-click on the image and select Copy. Then, in my Chief Architect plan, I'm going to right-click on my plan and select Paste. This will bring the image into the drawing. However, the program does not know what scale the image should be brought in at, so we need to resize the image to match up with our drawing scale. But first, I want to open up this image, which I did simply by double-clicking on it, and it opens up my picture specification. Under the Line Style tab, I'm going to make sure that the back group is selected. What this does is when I trace over my picture with the walls, means that all of the other items in my plan will not be covered up by the picture. Then I'll select OK, and we can begin resizing. There are several different ways that we can resize this floor plan. We'll zoom in on the garage area to illustrate. First, we can draw out a wall by selecting our straight exterior wall, and then we can see how the length of this wall matches up with the length that the wall needs to be. In this instance, it's a little bit smaller. Whereas the dimension in our image says that this needs to be a 23-foot 8-inch wall, we have a 21-foot 4-inch wall. So, one of our options would be to select the image and use the edit handles to manually resize this image until that wall's measurement is accurate. Another option, if you're a fan of math, would be to do a simple algebra problem to resize this image. So, in this particular instance, we would have to open up the picture to find the image's current height of about 630 inches. Then, using our calculator, we can input the current height of 630, divide it by the current length of the wall, or 256 inches, and then multiply it by the length that we want it to be, or 284 inches. This will give us what we need to resize the image height to be. So we'll type in 699 inches. Notice that we have this checkbox selected to retain the ratio so that when I hit Tab, it will update my width as well. Then I can select OK, and we'll delete this wall. When we draw out our new wall, we will have the correct length of 23 feet 8 inches. And from here, we can simply trace over all of the walls and recreate the floor plan. Once we have finished drawing out our exterior walls, we can come up, grab our straight interior wall, and trace over those as well. Once we have those all drawn, we can either use the provided door indicators to drop in our doors as well as our windows, or we can get into a 3D view, see what we've drawn so far, and we can drop in doors and windows in this view. So we can place a sliding door in the back and doorways throughout as we see the plan and what we want to make of it. We can also begin to adjust our materials and open up different rooms, so this one we can change to our garage, and begin to truly customize the plan and make it your own. Since for the time being you've finished using this imported picture, we're going to temporarily turn off the display of this image without actually deleting it. To do that, I'm going to, again, double-click on the image to open it up, and you can see the layer that it is set on. I'm going to select this Define button, and we'll come down to, let's do an Images. I'm going to come down and copy this because we're going to create a new layer to place this image on, so that when I turn off that layer, it will turn off only this image. You can choose to rename this image, or we can simply leave it as Images 2. Select OK, then we'll select OK again. Now we'll get into our display options, come down to the Images 2, uncheck the display, select OK, and we've temporarily turned off that layer so we see just the floor plan that we've created. We can always display that floor plan again simply by getting back into our display options and reselecting the Images 2 layer. So that's one method we can use to import a floor plan. Next, we're going to open a new plan, and this time we're going to import a PDF file. So we'll come up to File, down to our Import options, where you'll find the option to import a PDF. We'll locate that PDF file and select Open. Next, we have a dialog that we can use to import the PDF. If you have a multi-page blueprint, for instance, which has several pages that you need to be able to choose from, you have the option to change the radial button over to Pages and select only the page that you want to import. In this instance, we only have the one page, so we'll select OK. Now obviously this image came in upside down, but that's okay. We can select it, and we have this rotate handle, looks like a triangle. We can simply manually drag it around until we have it facing the correct direction. This time, with the image selected, I'm going to use this point-to-point resize option. This time, I have my exterior dimensions. So to begin with, I'll select this option, scroll in a little bit, and select the top corner, then scroll into this bottom left corner and click. I'm making sure to click exactly in that corner, and it will immediately open up this resize dialog, telling me what the existing dimension is. My desired vertical distance is 404 inches. Select OK, and it will vertically resize my image. Now I'm going to use that same option, scroll into my top corner, scroll out, and we'll scroll into the opposite corner, click, and again it's going to open up this dialog, and I'm going to type in 430 inches. Select OK, and now our image is scaled correctly. Then, just as we did before, we can double-click on this image to open it up, make sure it's in the back group, and we can begin tracing over our walls. So that, in a matter of minutes, we have an accurately recreated floor plan. And we can again begin to completely customize the design. So we've had a look at several different ways that we can import or paste different floor plans, so trace over them and create an accurate floor plan very quickly. Now I just want to show you a few things on our website, chiefarchitect.com. We have quite a few resources on our website to help you get into the software, learn it more, and find additional help. So under our User Center, we have additional training videos that you can watch. There's over 500 of them, and there's a searchable database, so you can type in something like import and see the different options that will appear. Under our Support tab, we also have a help database This contains, again, well over 500 articles that will walk you through various aspects of the program, step by step, and this also is searchable. So we can type in import a floor plan, and we'll see several articles that apply to that. So here's one on importing a digital image of a floor plan. So rather than copying and pasting the JPEG, this one goes through the import process similar to what we did with the PDF. So I definitely would encourage you to take a look at our website, spend some time in these resources. You'll find the answers to pretty much all of your questions on this site. So I hope you have enjoyed this quick tip today. And I again invite you to go to chiefarchitect.com, check out these resources, and as always, feel free to go and download a free trial version of Chief Architect as well. Thank you for watching this quick tip, and have a wonderful day.